Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. going to get the Instagram stream up and running. Let's invite Instagram to the party. First live stream of 2024. So we've got Instagram up and running. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. So Happy New Year once again to all of you. And for those of you that may not be familiar with me, I am Dr. Felicia, physiotherapist, certified lymphedema therapist, and cancer wellness coach. So y'all, it's the first live stream of 2024. This is a leap year. For those of you that don't know, I have actually been involved in health and wellness for over 10 years now, whether that has been as a therapist and also now as a health coach for those persons that want to get their health on track. They know they need to do it, but they need to get a hand getting it done and actually executing, right? Because let's face it, we always have a lot of plans, right? We have goals that we want to meet, but sometimes we just need a little something extra to help and get us there. All right, so I was just moved over the last couple of weeks. I felt led to come on and stream live. Y'all know I haven't done this in a while. So I felt moved though to come and just share a little bit with you all about basically your health and wellness in this new year, right? Welcome to those that are jumping in on the stream here. So we got a lunch and learn here. Okay, I wanted to share a couple of quick points with you. Just wanted to share with you a little bit today. This will not be long, okay, so that you can go and enjoy your lunch break. But our title today is Standing on Wellness in 2024. Okay, y'all know the thing is standing on business. Y'all know that's like the latest, like pop culture, one of the latest pop culture sayings, and we know who made that one really stand out, right? T.I.'s son, right? Y'all, reality TV is just crazy. All right, so let's take a look here at a couple of quick points just to go ahead and hi, Eli Grambling. Nice to have you on the stream. Thanks for joining. All right, so I had a couple of points here to help persons just kind of get ready to tackle this new year. Hi, Davy Bechtel. Thanks for popping into the stream. All right, so a couple of quick points here for you to help you kind of get mastery over your wellness in 2024. So let's talk about it. Let's jump in. First thing, declutter for the new year. Okay, definitely, it puts you in a completely different space mentally when your surroundings are clean. Okay, free of clutter. Okay, a cluttered workspace can only breed and beget a cluttered mind. It's hard to even think. Have you ever noticed that? Depending on your environment, if you're in a messy space, to even think clearly. I mean, to me, even the air feels different and cleaner when my surroundings are clean, free, clear of cluttered. It's almost as if it's a reflection of what's actually going on upstairs when you either have a clean and organized surroundings or you have a very cluttered one. And I think that it helps and it makes room for not just fresh air to flow, but also for fresh ideas to flow too. So it's so important to have a nice, clean, clear, free of clutter environment. Hi, Unearth Your Balance. Thanks for popping in. Nice to have you on the stream. I think this might be a first time for you. So we're just discussing our first point on standing on wellness in 2024, which is to declutter for the new year. Okay, and we were talking about the benefits of that. So very important. Sometimes we talk about spring cleaning, but I think the new year is also a very good time to keep things fresh, clean, organized, all of that. All right, so let's see. Point number 2. Get a planner to write down all your plans, doctor's appointments, etc. So these points are good for all of us, even those of us that might be in great health. But then we have some others that are trying to get on top of their health and wellness, and that may be even dealing with illnesses, etc., health challenges, and they have a lot of doctor's appointments. So it's important to keep everything straight. Okay, planning is very important. Now, executing the plans is a whole nother matter, but you have to at least plan. It said that if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Beginning of the year is always an excellent time for this. I always get very excited on a personal note to go ahead and like get a new planner for the new year. Hi, Palm Winds. Thanks for joining us. So, getting a new planner is always kind of like almost like a spiritual experience for me starting a new year. It's excellent to just get a good start to the year, to feel like, okay, you're taking the reins, you're taking the bull by the horn, and you're just getting everything in order, basically. So, it's an excellent opportunity, and it's nice to have one place where you can put all of your plans, goals, appointments, everything that you need to help get on track if you weren't on track from the previous year, and then hopefully stay on track, right? So you definitely would want to invest in a planner. You can get something that fits your personality. Uh, Again, always very excited by that prospect. I should have brought mine in to show you all. But what moved me about the planner that I ended up getting this year was that it was a quote. It's actually a Disney planner. Disney had a bunch of things out the whole of last year for their 100th anniversary. So I ended up picking up a Disney planner, which I think that what moved me was the quote that was on the front, which was something along the lines of like, never give up on your dreams, and that was kind of like huge for me. Like it was huge for me. Like I knew this was the planner for me for this year, because it almost like I almost came to tears like in Walmart just over that quote. And it was just kind of like, okay, like you need to like get back on track, get back to who you are, believe in yourself and your dreams again. And I was like, yeah, this is the planner for 2024. It wasn't even so much as the design, it was the quote that really got me. And I was like, this is what I need to be focused on this year. Palmwin says she's looking forward to the tips, looking forward to giving them to you as well. So I hope that somebody finds value in this today. Hi, Gideon K. Miller. Thanks for joining. All right. So definitely, I would encourage everybody, get a planner, invest in a good one that's got plenty of space for all your big ideas and plans. If it has lots of writing space for notes, that's really, really helpful as well. I tend to be someone that I will still be keeping additional notebooks. I cannot help that, for different businesses and all of that, different ideas. And I wish I was somebody that could keep just one planner or notebook for the whole year. But I have yet to find one that's really like got everything in it that I need. So, always kind of like tweaking, and I need tons of space to write, because I have all these different projects going. And so sometimes I will keep separate notebooks for separate projects as well, in addition to the planner. But that one is number 2, get a planner to write down all of your big plans, goals, and dreams for 2024. Number 3, plan your day the evening before. This is one that I have seen, a lot of people suggest over the last year. And I have to say that there's definitely something to it. Your day will go smoother and better if you have a plan. Sometimes I think the day can get away from us simply because we didn't approach it with a good plan. Like literally, and if you need to go so far as to schedule it out, what you're going to be doing, whether that is by the hour. So not just the appointments, but sometimes we have a lot of things just on our own personal schedule. It's like a to-do list. But if we don't assign a time to those, sometimes you end up with them just rolling from one day to the next, one week to the next. And it's like, my gosh, are these things actually going to get done? And so perhaps it would be better to go beyond even just a generic to-do list to actually like assigning a time frame or time blocking to get certain things done so that they actually happen instead of just like that rolling over. I don't know if anybody else was guilty of that in 2023, but definitely it happened to me. But there's a completely different feeling that you can get at the start of the new year where you just feel like, it's fresh. You got a fresh, in this case, 366 days because it's a leap year. And like anything is possible, anything can happen. You can redeem yourself from whatever may have been lost last year, even if that was time. You can redeem the time, and the things that you procrastinated on last year, you can get them done this year. So I definitely feel the shift of this new year rolling in. Like there's so much more that, I'm already like getting done and just feeling so very productive because you feel hopeful. It's a new year and anything can happen. What didn't come true last year could come true this year. So that's always really, really exciting and it gives you hope for the future, right? So, hi, Carissa Hamilton. Nice to have you on. All right. So, plan your day the evening before, whether that needs to be laying out clothes, whether you need to get your outfit ironed. Um, and I also find it very helpful to keep a couple of outfits ironed in the closet. Like for me, with my various different businesses, I'm sure that I always keep, because you just don't know when something could come up. What I do is I try to keep like uniforms. I just keep uniform shirts ironed. I keep at least one or two even casual outfits ironed because I find that I can move a lot faster if I don't have to stand in the front of the closet going, oh, well, what am I going to wear? That was a tip that I got from a community maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. And I have to say that that one was a really good one and one that I implemented. So I would suggest it for you as well. You definitely want something, you want to have things prepared. Being a more planned person actually really helps you to be so much more productive. You waste less time. So yeah, like I would suggest that one, and that really helps a lot. That's been a tremendous time saver as well. So do whatever it is that you need to do. Like sometimes you may need to get like sometimes to the point that I lay out my jewelry, like even like for going to church um, because I would just be sometimes so slow on a Sunday morning. And so it's like, but then you're searching for all of these little pieces like, oh, where's that necklace that goes with this dress? Oh, where are those earrings? Where is that bracelet? So like lay everything out if you can, because even just looking for those little pieces or items, um, it takes time. And then like they say time is money. Time is a lot of things in the world of healthcare. They say time is brain. Time is very important. And I'm sure most of us feel like we may need to redeem the time in this new year that's coming up. So we're all still, once we're still alive, there's still hope. So we're all still here. So let's make the most of it. Okay. The Palm Wind says that that's such a good idea. Oh, thank you. I hope that some of you will try it. It actually is really helpful, although it sounds like it could sound a little bit over the top to like have outfits ready to go in the closet. But trust me, it's a game changer. Even like to the point of like hanging your clothes, like I don't know if people do this, hang them in outfits, so that you can find things in the closet when you want to like get to it. And it's not like, where's the shirt that goes with these pants? You just hang them up together, like in an outfit. And then, if you go that extra step to iron them ahead of time, you're already ready to go. So like if something comes up and somebody wants to, let's say if somebody calls me in relation to one of my businesses and I gotta quickly do a drop off or a pickup, like my uniform shirt, like once I wash my uniform shirts, I iron them and hang them back in the closet. So when somebody calls me at the drop of a dime, I'm just putting clothes on and going to handle business. It's not like I'm not being slow, like slowing down my own like business. Okay, the palm one says it's not over the top. I well, I think. Well, thank you for saying that. All right, so that was plan your day the evening before, and that's where you can implement using your planner as well, right? The fourth tip is to meal plan. You'll want to meal plan. All right. Um, we talked quite a bit about meal planning in our community last year, and I think it's still it's an oldie but a goodie, and I think that it could still once again save you so much time. I would venture that most of us probably don't have time to cook every day. I most certainly do not. So what I find helpful is that cooking in bulk. I also implement what I call the freezer food, right? Hi, Stella. Stellar by S&M. Hi, Cash Carmen. Thanks for joining the stream today. So meal planning. I find what I also have coined the term freezer food is also very helpful. So I have certain dishes that I will prepare that actually freeze very well. Spaghetti sauce is one of them, and spaghetti sauce can very easily be vegan. Chili is another one. Uh, that one is also freezes very well and can be made vegan very easily. Let's see. Uh, Soups also do very well. So it's nice to cook a nice big pot of soup, even if you're cooking for just one or two people. You're going to cook that nice big pot of soup, chili, whatever the case is, and you're going to portion that up. And if you're someone that feels like, okay, well, I don't want a meal plan because I don't want to eat the same thing like several days on a stretch, that's okay. We can all get a little bored, right? So you can easily, and what I like to use is like those South cups, and I would just portion up one meal size, and freeze it. I label it with a no permanent marker, and then I freeze it, and then it might be a week or two later and I can pull that down and easily and have a quick but healthy lunch that was prepared at home, so I know what's in it. I know that it was made with fresh ingredients and all of that. So meal planning can really be another like huge time saver this new year. Okay, something like meal planning could have very easily been on someone's list of goals for this year. And that's an easy way to do it. Just go ahead and prep up ahead of time when you do have time, which for a lot of people that don't work weekends could easily be a Saturday or a Sunday. So you plan, you go and you get your groceries, you plan out what you're going to have to eat that week. Then you make your grocery list, you go, you get your groceries, right? So that's your meal planning. Okay. And then you come home with those groceries, you get everything all washed up, chopped up, and that's your prep. And then you can kind of make your different meals for the week based on that. Okay, so we talked a lot about meal planning last year, guys, and feel free to head back. I think it's easier on the Facebook to go back on the videos and easily pull up one of the older videos that is on the that is on the list of videos for the live streams that we did last year. And tons of great tips are there, and of course we still have a lot of really really good content that we put out on Facebook and Instagram. If you follow both, you may notice that the Facebook is geared more towards lymphedema and cancer rehabilitation, and then our Instagram account has much more regarding like health tips, meal planning, and all sorts of wellness points. So self-care, all of that, especially for cancer survivors. So if you know a cancer survivor, make sure that you direct them to our page and our content because there's so much information there that's able to help them and navigate, the changes that come along with cancer diagnosis and all of that. But little bit of a secret is that a lot of the tips are just good for people that want to be healthy and have improved health and wellness. Okay, so Cash Carmen says that meal plans work great for her. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so that's a testament right there to the fact that meal planning and prepping works really well, right? And if you just really feel like you can do it yourself, although really it's not that hard, you have meal prep services that are available even here in the Bahamas. Not as many as options as there would be in the States, but we do have them available even right here. Okay, so another point, I believe this is point number 5, is to unsubscribe from any email newsletters that no longer interest you. I think sometimes that the emails and the inbox can just really be overly crowded. And personally, I started taking some time last year to like last over the last couple of weeks of last year to just kind of clear out some of these emails that I most of the time don't open. And some of the times just not really 100% interested anymore in what I initially may have signed up for this list for, right? So it's kind of like, okay, this is like overwhelming and this is too much in the inbox, too many notifications on the phone. And it's like, I really just got to unsubscribe from some of this stuff. You don't even have time to read all of these emails. Now, as someone that has an email list, I fully respect, sometimes people don't, maybe the list isn't what they thought it was going to be. My email list is primarily for cancer survivors. So I write them a nice email once a week. And also it's a way of people that just want to be a part of my community and want to keep up with what I am doing. That is where it's at. I do not post everything that's happening on Facebook and Instagram. So if you want to be in the know, then you have to get on the email list because they get everything first. Even all the deals and the specials and the sales, it hits my email list first. But it's for people that are interested, and I fully respect that everybody is not interested in every single little thing that I'm doing. Okay. So definitely, I mean, I respect it. I know that I have to do it at times. I gotta like streamline, clean off some of those email subscriptions that I am not any longer interested in. And I would encourage you to do the same. Again, I would call it like sometimes a mental clutter or a mental overload. And we just really need to free our minds in 2024 so that we can have like that mental wellness and that capacity to do what it is that are the important things we need to get done this year. Okay. Number 6, then revise your budget. I would advise this for anybody, definitely that is running any sort of a business, and even for your personal finances. Get in there, look at everything that is going out, everything that is coming in, and we need to do one or two things. We need to either to improve our finances this year, we need to spend less, earn more, keep more. Okay, so to do that, look at your budget, look at what you have going out, somehow reduce that. Look at what you have coming in, somehow increase that. And then, you should actually start to see like more of a positive cash flow, right? So it's actually, that's of course sounds very simple, right? But the first step is actually to sit down with your new handy dandy planner for 2024 and make that list. If you're not a person that enjoys finances, yes, it sounds tedious and boring, but it's so important. And also I would say it's a time to go in and like review like what are all maybe sometimes these subscriptions that you have, because we all have like some things that just kind of automated just coming up on our credit cards like either every month or annually, and it's like, are we really using this stuff, or are these companies just making a quick buck off of us for systems that we actually either don't use or don't need? So that is one to help and improve our financial wellness in this 2024. And no one can really say what the economy will be like this year. Um, I mean, except if you're like an economist. Or you like if you study the economy, yeah, you probably can make some predictions. I am not that person. So all I can really do is kind of like look at trends and see, well, this might happen, but we don't know when. The timing is what I really can't say. Like, I know that things will get better in the economy because they have to, but I just don't know when that will be. So in the meantime, we have to all be very wise with our finances, right? Number 7, build routines. So I definitely could say I feel like someone who's like, I completely lost my routine sometime last summer due to a program that I was running, that really just had me going, 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 going. So my personal routine suffered. And so I now feel that I need to rebuild my routine. So my daily routines, to bring back the things like, exercising. I think I have in my goals 4 to 5 times a week. And even if that is for 15 to 20 minutes, even if that is a little YouTube workout, I am committed to getting that back as a part of my morning routine specifically. So you can build daily routines, you can build morning routines, you can build bedtime routines. And I hope that we are all able to, like bring back, for those of us that would have lost it, I admit that I have lost mine, bring back some discipline to life and some order and some structure. I feel like for me personally, that is needed. And I know that that would be helpful to so many other persons as well. Okay. So yeah, definitely build yourself a routine. The structure, I think, is going to be so helpful for a lot of people. The Palmwin says, thank you for this session. Very insightful and helpful. Well, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. And I certainly hope that you got something out of it. So I'm on to now my last point before I wrap up. And my last point is to keep an inspiration folder or album in your phone, a board on Pinterest, or a collection on Instagram. So this is something that I started doing last month. And the thing about Instagram, yes, I'm still drinking in my Christmas cup. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Please. Okay. And I started doing it last month. And with the algorithm, basically, whatever you interact with the most, you start seeing more of that kind of content. So I started to get like a lot of like scriptures and just motivational sayings and things like that. And some of them would be so good and insightful. I created a collection. And so I would just save them when I see them. And whenever I need inspiration, motivation, if I feel discouraged, then I can just go back to that board because everything then is in one place. And I can just go back and I can just read over it and you know, like have a little pick me up. The internet can be a negative place, but it actually doesn't have to. So that's actually another place, the same way that you could like unsubscribe from email newsletters that you're not interested in anymore. Like you can unfollow accounts that's just bringing negativity. A lot of them bring like violence, and it's just kind of like, wow, I really don't want to be seeing this stuff all day. So like you don't need it, right? So it's it's something that's I think is helpful, and it's something that you're welcome to try out. Like any of these tips, this is not hard and fast. It's not the be all and end all. In my little capacity as a wellness coach, I thought that I would share these items with you today. But yeah, I found that that was something that was helpful. And I'm going to continue to do that throughout this year. So that's going to be one of my things. So, you could just go back and like read over a couple of inspirational quotes, and have more positivity in your life and in your day, rather than because you have to curate it. Uh, I'll somewhat wrap it up with this. You get to curate the collection that becomes overall the sum total of your life. So you are the curator. You get to choose. You're in control. What you let in, what you don't let in. What you said is a oh no, and what is a yes. So what and who you allow into your space and into your thoughts is up to you. Okay? So it's on us. It's what we make it, right? So whether you let in positivity or negativity, it's up to you, really. Okay? So with have any questions or anything that you'd like me to respond to, questions, comments, feel free to go ahead and post them now. Let's see, we were on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram today. Feel free to follow us on any or all of those accounts. And we will continue to put out content this year. You hitting like and share and inviting other people to come, it lets me know that you like what I'm putting out there and that I should put out more of that. It's hard to know if you don't make, like any sort of response. It's hard for me to know what you want to see more of from me. So make sure that you go ahead and you hit the like button, the love button, the love button. I love the love button. And also, if you needed more help, like with your wellness this year, something to help and keep you on track, uh, we did design, and when I say we, I mean my virtual assistant and I. So my virtual assistant, Carissa was on early. I'm not sure if she's still on. So that's another thing. Get you somebody to go along on this, somebody or somebody's to go along on this journey with you, because it is not for the weak. We all know that 2023 was not for the weak, okay? So I'm so grateful to Carissa for all of the help that she gives me in helping things like even this live stream to move forward. And for everything that I put out every week, y'all. I do not do it on my own. So thank you, Carissa. Thanks for all of your support. Cash Carmen says it's good hearing from you. Thank you. It was good to have you on the stream. And also to help you all, we have put together a wellness planner. It's a printable planner. It's got enough space for basically you to record like your fitness goals. You can write down your affirmations. It's got suggestions for like different exercises you can do throughout the week. It's got enough space for you to write for a month, naturally in the planner, once you print it out. And we are offering this planner for the month of January only for $9. So anybody that would like to get a copy of this downloadable, printable planner that you can use to jumpstart your 2024 health and wellness journey. It's got self care in there. It's a pretty nice little planner, if I do say so myself. Okay. So Carissa and I worked on it to help and get this out to you for the new year. And if you are interested in purchasing the planner, then just go ahead and DM me, instant message me. Just reach out to me and I'll go ahead and I'll send you the payment link so that you can go ahead and get you yours for 2024. Okay? So if there are any further comments, I'm going to give it like another couple of seconds to see if there's any further comments. Thank you, Carissa. Carissa says it's my pleasure. It's her pleasure. Thank you. Carissa's been with me for a couple of years, and trust me, I couldn't do this without Carissa right now, y'all. I couldn't do it. Everybody needs help. That's something I had to like learn. No, you can't do everything yourself. Okay. So we're still learning lessons out here in 2024. All right. So I don't see any further comments coming across at this time. I do want to take this opportunity to thank you all for coming and hanging out with me for this few minutes here on the live stream. So I hope you got something out of this today. And I'll be popping in, throughout the year. Still will be here doing that health and wellness thing. Okay. So be sure that you reach out to me if you ever need help getting your health and wellness on track. All right, everyone. Bye. Be sure to give us a like and a follow on all of our social platforms. Stay connected, guys. Until the next time, okay, we're here. We're still here. This is Dr. Felicia signing off, making the world healthier, one woman at a time.